Well, welcome to Collaborate Worship, where we help you create great sound at church. I'm your host, Cade Young, and today I'm here with Nathan Drake. How are you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. And for those of you who don't know Nathan, he's the creator of two incredible resources. The first is called Reawaken Hymns, and that's where he helps you bring new life to what you might think are old and dusty hymns. And he also has a YouTube channel called Mina Studio, where he helps you with the tech side of worship. And speaking of church tech, I'd like to talk to you today about mixing vocals for live stream. So you ready for that?
I'm so excited.
All right, man. Well, let's just jump in. I know that EQ will vary depending on the vocal, but what are your go-to EQ filters for almost every vocal in a live stream mix?
For sure, yeah. It is a hard question because, vocals are like the most varied instrument in your band. Like no two will sound the same at all. One thing you should probably always do with the vocals is a low cut. Probably 80 to 100 hertz is where I would usually go. You don't need anything below that for vocals. And if you do, then you're very white, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, definitely, because that'll just mud up your mix as if you have all those low frequencies coming from the vocals, especially if you have like, a huge backing vocal thing and you have like 20 mics up there and all of them are getting these low rumbles from hundreds. Because if you're in a live situation, your mic's probably picking up other things, and there's no 100 nothing under 100 for vocals. So you've just got 20 mics picking up the rumble of like the bass and stuff, and they don't need to be there. So every vocal, I would definitely do a low cut for sure.
This video is brought to you by X32 Mastery, the fastest way to master both the X32 and the M32. Get access today for you and your team at x32.church.
And then the only other things I would say that are like consistent across the board is you want your vocals to cut through the mix. Obviously, you want your lead vocal to be the lead vocal. It should be the most audible thing in your mix. And I would tend to boost in the like 1,000 to 2,000 range. So you have like a bit of clarity in that like 1,000 to 2,000 hertz range. And then in the 3,000 to 4,000 range, you have kind of that crispness. Those two places can both really help with the clarity of the vocals. Some people might see like that the fundamentals of vocals are in the like hundreds to 400 hertz and want to boost that. But you don't want to boost that because it's the fundamental. That will be the loudest thing in the vocals, and that's fine. But if you boost that, you're just going to get the boominess. It's just going to sound like this because that's the fundamental. So if you want clarity and you want it to cut through, I would boost in the 1,000 to 2,000 range, and also possibly in the 3K range. But 3K is also the hurt your ears range of the frequency spectrum. So be very careful in 3K.
Yeah, man, that's good stuff. On the low cut filter, I tend to be a little more aggressive and cut somewhere between 120 and I'll even go up to 180 hertz sometimes. It's okay if we disagree on this. I'm just curious, like, do you oppose being that aggressive with it, or what do you think?
I don't. I could tell you that some of my fundamentals when I sing will be below that 180. If I go at the very low spectrum, because I also have a boomy voice, but I mean, you might say, hey, dude, your voice is too boomy. I gotta get rid of that. And that's fine. I totally get that. For sure. Yeah. You can be much more aggressive with low cut for vocals than for like a bass guitar or something, because you're not really going to interfere with anything that anyone's going to notice. It's just going to cut mud.